September is spring, and December is summer. So it's kind of like December, January, summer, you know, April, May, fall kind of thing. So it's pretty like clear cut. And once you get to the 15th day, that is the end of that season and that month kind of thing. And then it clicks over to the start of the next season. And it usually starts within the first 3 days, the kind of changeover of the season. So yeah, that's kind of what kind of happens with it. I don't think I've explained that too much. I do every now and then, but it's behind my butt, so it's not like you can just see it. I just sort of thought if I was going to read it out, you might be able to see it because you can kind of see a bit of it, but not when I'm in front of it. It snows in permanent summer. You also get it in permanent winter places, but you can also get it like heat waves as well. You can experience heat waves throughout the year, and that can be problematic. I might end up setting up a collection of my panthers. My unnamed panthers might end up going up. It's going to require a bit of handling, and it's going to limit me here a little bit, but I have so many spare people. So I'm going to set up one new caravan. I'm going to set them up with maybe a bit of extra food. I know I've got a lot of caravans going back and forth, but I won't do it during winter because... So here's the other thing too, is when you have traveling, so here it says it's going to be 8.28 days. They can forage 100%, and the animals will be able to graze because it's snowy. It's summery, sorry. In winter, the amount of food available is less or possibly even none. Animals might not be able to graze, which means if you have to rest at a location, wait for another caravan to catch up, or if you have to like stop somewhere and settle to like fight somebody, you may end up in a predicament where you do not have enough food and your animals will be starving and you have to use your resources to feed them. The travel distance during snow is, I think, 1.5 or something like that. So it's harder to move instead of it just being, I think, 1. So it takes you like an additional half time on top of the amount of time that you're already traveling to get somewhere. So you have to add more food. You have to allow more time. If you're trying to get to a quest, you need more days, you need more food, and it's a lot more work. It basically means more resources for the exact same result. That's why I don't tend to travel in winter. I just don't see much point in it. But, you know, everybody kind of like does this differently. Like some people will only travel in winter because it's kind of like boring and not much is going on. I tend to find it's different. So yeah, I might send Chimpanzee. He's like one of my best builders from down here. I know, oh no, I should keep him, I don't know, I should be able to do deconstruction with who I've got. I can't guarantee that that's the Chimpanzee. It could be one of the two. All right, so I brought back, I've got prisoners here. I don't want to take them, but what I do want to do is my panthers. Not all of them are trained yet, and I don't have them quite set up, but they will do some cleanup crew and they will do some hauling. Just got to find the ones that don't have names. It's the hard part here. I played so much RimWorld. Oh, it's called December. Yeah, I did the same thing when I was talking about like August. I called it Jorgust, and then I had to correct myself. And I'm like, sorry, slip of the tongue or something like that. Nobody understood what I was on about at the time because the person I was talking to wasn't a gamer, didn't play the game. But it was just one of those things where it's like, oh, damn it. So that should be all of my extra panthers at the moment, right? So the reason why I'm setting them up is I need creatures to haul things around. And I've got a lot of meat up there. They should be fine. And none of them have names. So I'm hoping that my people don't kill them. I'm thinking about whether or not to send up the Megasloths in advance. It can't hurt to have a couple of them. They are vegetarian. They should be fine in amongst the other animals. And I'm going to probably say even maybe a Thrumbo or 2 just to have something up there. There's a calf. There's 3 calves. I don't know what genders they are. It probably won't matter, but that should be fine. Let's see. It's too heavy for what I'm doing, so I'm going to need at least a horse. Let's take a male horse that will help us. Now, it's already selected a heap of food, but I'm not taking bedrolls. I'm not taking... Oh, actually, I should take some of the good medicine. 10 of the good medicine up. I'm gonna need to take food. I don't really like these options. I know that some of my animals are gonna need it. I'm gonna actually need to take the meat, probably, because panthers. Can they eat this? Probably not. I might take the extra stuff anyway, see how it goes. This is just fucking flipping tables, giant octopus limbs, Jesus man. I'm gonna take, probably see if I can get away with 20 of these for my people. Should be like, I think I've only got 2 or 3 people, so it should be like several days worth. I kind of want this to beef out a lot more, like that. Add on extra horse, 1 more stallion. I don't want the horses to breed going up. I just don't need that. And I would love to take additional resources, but I do not have them. This is 26 days of food. That should be enough. If I could add on some extra meat for the panthers, that would be great. They may struggle. There's dead animals, but I'd need to slaughter them first. I guess I'll have to slaughter something and then hope to take enough for it. Let's add whoa, fucking not that much. Let's take like 1,500 in case I've got to buy some food for the panthers. That should get me through. Okay, this is interesting. I haven't really sent I've sent panthers before, but I haven't sent them for a very long time, and I haven't sent them kind of on their own caravan. So this will be wild. I'll be taking down like a good chunk of my hauling animals here in my panthers, but I'm sending them up here, and I desperately think that they need it. Like, there's not a lot of stuff out and about, but if it would just stop them from having to do some like manual work, give them a bit of extra time, I can only see it as good, you know? Yeah. Also, if you hadn't already heard that, Headless, you should definitely watch the starter stream after Countdown. You'll see some of my Twitch recap involving you as well. Also, I have my suspicions of who potentially talks the most, and I think it's Grim by like duration of time probably, and there was activity and stuff like that, and I think Triantha could be like second place for that, I think. But yeah, it kind of like calls out who my like top 9 most active people are, and it doesn't just do like watch time. I think it does watch time, talk time, or what do you call it? Yeah, conversation. No, how about you two? Can you go and just beat up crows so that they don't destroy that? Because that's fucking vital. No, I don't talk that much. Yeah, but like Atlantis fucking barely talks at all, and she was on the list. So I'm guessing it has to be like watching and activating things. Because also Ras was on there as well, and I'm like, I don't think he does that much that I'm aware of. Like, I haven't like heard him talk much at all. But he could have like redeemed some stuff, because if it went by redeems, I would think that Snipe would be a lot higher up on the list. And same with a few other people. Shizuka's just like a pacifist. She's just going to stand there. Okay, thank God. I just didn't want this broken. Like, it's a lot of work to replace one of these things. While it's not connected yet, I'm gonna have it connected soon. But, let's get power. So I probably should, for this one, just take it straight down. That'll give me a ring of electricity to this side as well. That could only be good, because then I could start actually using, like, power things. That'd be nice. My only problem is I can't really, like, move this over. The only frustrating bit is I'm kind of taking it down through here. Not quite as neat as I wanted it to be, but it's fine. Like that. Maybe. See how that goes. I don't think that one's quite the same, but it'll be fine. I like that. It's like, I don't talk that much. It's like, I think it's more counting from the very first, like, days of this year, Grim, where you would have been probably one of the few people that were, like, really consistently talking much. Because, like, that's the thing I was thinking too, is I'm like, Grim doesn't talk that much. Like, he's always around, always says something at least once per stream, give or take. But yeah, I was thinking about it. I'm like, the only way that would work is if it was counting for like duration overall. I thought somebody was having, like, I thought there was a wolf having a problem, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I've got a character called Wolf. So this will be interesting, bringing some thrombos over to my other colony. So that reminds me, I also have to set up, I didn't actually do this previously, but I have to set up some home zones. Let's see. I've got, like, area 1, this should be home. Fuck off, Vincent. I'm not dealing with that. I don't give a shit what Stone's doing. The stone can keep parading around the corpses for all I care. I'll get that thing made. At least I didn't start making the zones. I'll tell you what, anytime you ever start to like make some zones, what usually happens for me is that somebody has a fight or somebody dies or I get attacked or whatever. But it always ends up that I have to like fucking re-roll back on the progress that I've made making area. I was almost going to say I should pause this, make the layout, and then save it and then unpause it to save myself some time because stuff will happen during it for sure. I'll see how that goes. I might just manually extend where the home base is and see how that goes. But mostly like a fair bit of redeems, a few chats here and there. I think it's a combo of things like Rustlin. Guess he is more for lurking, maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, it doesn't explain it, or at least I haven't found where it does explain it, Grim. From my perspective, like, based on, like, the various people it chose as the highest ones of activity and stuff like that, I have to just assume that it has a combo effect. Because, like, I was thinking about it, I'm like, if it was simply a matter of, like, who's redeemed the most things, like, there are people that I know would have redeemed a lot. And some of those people are not listed. If it was simply for chatting, there's a couple of people that are like very consistently, regularly chatting, but not all of them were like listed. And I'm like, okay, I'm not sure how that works. But then again, it also is probably an over time thing as well. And then it would probably also include like a watch duration type thing as well, which while I know, like, I don't know who's here, like, I do know that a lot of people will often say that they've been here or, you know, stuff like that. So I imagine over time, like, it has to be a little bit of all of that stuff. Like, it doesn't necessarily explain it because I don't know. I've got top categories or something like that. I'm top something somewhere. I don't have the slightest fucking clue what that means. I wish I did, but I don't. Also, where is this? I've got a red area here. Where is that though? I guess I haven't set that up. Okay. So if I go in here, I manage my areas. Let's rename this. It'll be a red area. I normally make the red ones like raid zones. I don't really want that to go inside, so I guess let's make it raid. And let's give a new area. Let's see, green. Oh, that's nice. Okay, then let's make you for thrombos. Not thromboa. Yeah, that's fantastic. Let's see, blue, perfect, panthers. I'll have to check the other one, but I think cats are on a different one. So, by the way, I made coffee. Can't sleep, might as well enjoy. That's fair. I don't want another red one. It's very close to the same color. Very, very close. That should be fine. Let's go with cats. And I think that there's a different one. Oh, that's actually better. Hold on. Make that one cats. I don't know what the other one is. I'll have to have a look. Let's see. Areas, zones. What have I got? Thrombose cats. I had small animals, which would be like chickens, I guess. Maybe. I used to have guinea pigs in this game, so the raid, panther. Okay, I would say small cats, maybe, or small animals, maybe not, but thrombos and stuff. Yeah, I've got them all. Cool. All right. So I wanted to check because when I start zoning this out, the easiest one is thrombos. they are going to basically have the entire outer part of my map. That's basically what I'm going to do with them. Oh, fuck off with that, please. I really hate that it does that. Thrombose. Where's my zone? Ugh, didn't even do it. Yeah, so I want all of this outer area. And the reason why I want that is if I keep my thrombose actually out here, they're going to end up eating a lot of the trees. The only thing I might do is I might make a simple little path that brings them back in towards maybe a storage area so that they'll be responsible for like all the really far out zones. And I won't have to worry about that. I didn't do this last time and I really should have because most of the time my people aren't going to go this far, but this will also encompass the bedding areas. So if somebody goes down out in the beds, the thrombose should get out here. And part of it too is I'm going to also make their beds in with the people. So my thrombose should be fine out here. And let's see, I probably want like a skinny line out to a hospital. Probably, I'm not sure how I want to do this. Probably in from like here or something. Not going to be like a straight thing, but I guess if they're allowed to come to, I don't want them to be all the way in here, but sure. They're going to be fun. I don't want them to have the entire area though, but I need them to be able to get in here so that they can get to the hospitals. Otherwise, I'm going to have issues. But yeah, I'll have to fix this shit up eventually. But that should do it. That should get them places. Give this back up here. This should allow them to roam pretty hardy without getting in towards like my food areas. The only problem is they might patrol in and out of the hospitals and dirty it. That's the only downside to this. The only downside I could imagine them doing. Also, I have got a grow area available for them to move through, which I need to remove. I'll need to fix that up. But yeah, this is legitimately just shit you kind of have to do when you start an area. Generally, that's kind of going on the outer side, but remove that. Let's move those bits there. Keep extending, let's see. They've got the hospitals, they can come in from there, they can go out from there. It would mean that they were allowed in here too. Not that there's really like a door there. I'll see how that goes. Now, I don't want them to get into necessarily where food is. But I'm going to have to allow them to get into some areas. Like this is a stockpile zone. So I'm going to say they can bring it into the outer area like that. Because my people will fill up this front line. But they'll fill up this like lower line easily. Let's make it about that thick. Okay, so they can get into there. Where else can I let them be? I don't want them into the rec area. Not really. Take it through here. They'll only be allowed to come in through like certain bits. Like this. This is actually pretty interesting. I haven't had to do one like this before. It's really fucking weird. Okay, so they can come into here, and I don't want them to make a huge mess. But I'm going to say that they can basically come up into this back area. They can store stuff back here. It's not the fastest, but it will work. As for food, I don't really want them in the food area at all. However, I will need them to be able to bring stuff in from like far out areas. So it's not ideal, but I'm going to give them a very like quick skinny sort of area they can get access to. If they can put it down there, they can put it down there. Give them an extra line there. Okay, some more area in there. A little bit less range in there. Should be able to get in through doors that will be here. They'll get in through doors that are there. Now, this area is, I don't know what I'm going to use this for yet, but they're going to be allowed to at least walk this zone. Okay. So that's basically where my thrombose will go. Okay. The only thing I've got to remove is a bit of this area because they'll just get in and eat this. I know I'm going to want crops and shit out of here eventually, but something else can do it. Anybody else can do it. I don't know, Panther or Megasloth. Megasloths actually wouldn't be too bad. They would eat like a little bit, but not much. Okay, so just like that, they're allowed basically everywhere, except for in here. Not allowed them there. They're allowed to get people into the hospital. That's about it. I'll fix up those shapes later. It'll be fine. Those aren't quite right, but it'll do. Now, I want to bring in... As for a raid area, if I was going to deal with a raid and bring animals in, it would probably be within this like main zone more than anything, except not actually inside the building. I would normally say I want them to be inside the place because it's safer, or at least for like cats and shit. But I'll have to figure out what I want to do with this. But if they're at least in like this main zone, because I'll probably turret along the outside pretty heavily. Places that I don't want raid to be would be places like, say, the inner walls of where food is. You know, I don't want that kind of place to be there. Go down by one more. So that should mean that they can be inside, and they could be in an area that has food and hospital stuff, give or take. They can't move between those, but if they're in these areas already, they can just move over to it and they can stay there and they'll be safe. That should work. It's not perfect, but it will do something. Let's see, Panthers. Panthers basically, hold on. Manage areas, Panthers, invert. Cats, kind of invert. All right, that will make that easier. So cats and panthers are a little bit different. Panthers have full range of the entire map. They are allowed to go everywhere for, say, attacks or anything. Like, that's the only problem with the attacking is I may have problems with getting thrombos unless they, like, negate stuff. But cats I actually don't want to leave the main home area, like, at all. Like, I may allow them to get into, like, these, what do you call it, like, the bedroom areas. I'll have to fix that up. But, yeah, I just don't want them to, like, leave the main area, because what will happen is while they go out and hunt, and that's great, they tend to just get hurt and get downed if they're far enough out. I've got the same thing, more or less, on the main one, except it's, like, stopped at about here or something. I think they're allowed to go out a bit further for hunting. But yeah, not this time. Not this map. Get this set up, and then I've got to kind of like say cats are allowed to be able to go through here and out into basically here. And same with this way. Oh, no, I don't have to go that way because there's no door on that side. That's fine. So they're allowed in this entire thing. They're allowed to get in through that way. Cool. So it's just like a little bit of extra thought involved with this, really. Like, yes, I do want the cats to be able to come in here and, like, nuzzle the people. I do want them to be able to go and lay down if they want to sleep in here. Like, I don't think I've actually got the, I think I've got the, on a different setup. I think this will come in from, like, this way, give or take, like that. Let's have a look here. Do I have, where's my animals? Where is Megasofts are set up on Panther Run? So yeah, okay. When they come up, the Megasofts will be on the Panthers area. But what I actually wanted to do is actually something a bit different, because I don't mind them going everywhere, but I actually don't want them in with the food areas. So if I make new area, what do we got? Kind of like a off color. That's not too bad. If I could get a solid yellow, it'd be really great. Dark green's not bad. Purple, sure. That'd be great. Let's rename this. What are they? Megasofts. Okay, let's name it that. And let's say it's already inverted, so let's go with removing the Megasoft zone. I do want them to go in here. I don't want the Megasofts to go up into the bed areas, because I've already got Panthers and the Thrumbos going in here. So I kind of want to limit how much is getting dirty through the place. Now, Panthers can go everywhere, and it would be good if the Megasofts could do rescues. So I guess I will want them to be able to get into the hospitals and stuff, but what I don't want them to do, basically, when it's not in a raid zone, I don't want them in here. Because this is basically where all of my animals' food is, like all the horses and other stuff. So they will have like kind of like this whole area. Like Thrombos will be out there. They'll get a bit of this area. They won't get this because this has got crops. They will get into here. They won't get into bedroom areas, and I don't have to worry. Well, I do have to bring them in through the kitchen. The only downside to it. Oh, God.
Aprilix aircon is fucked. If you want to help get Kelvin at a Qulin 6 kilowatts cool only box air conditioner funded, it would help her out heaps. Type exclamation mark throne room in chat to take a peek.
They'll find that hilarious when that goes off. Oh, fucking hell, it's going off twice.
Aircon is fucked. If you want to help get Kelvin at a Qulin 6 kilowatts cool only box air conditioner funded, it would help her out heaps. Type
Still don't know how to get that to not go off twice.
To take a peek.
That's taller on that side. Yeah, I don't know why it goes off twice, but it's fine. It does stuff. Alright, let's get you guys able to go in at the start of this and the start of that one. I think my people would be lazy enough to do that too. But yeah, that should be fine. They'll bring them in like the front bit. My people should be collecting food from other places, I hope. And I don't know what this area is going to be yet. But, well, I sort of know, but I keep kind of forgetting. I'll do that. So yeah, this, let it go in through the center like that. Okay. So they can get in through the center, but it kind of keeps them mostly away from the central crops. Because I'm supposed to have like birds and stuff in here. For the most bit. But yeah, they won't be able to go to the bed areas and stuff like that. They will be able to walk through here, but they won't be able to make too much of a mess. So that's going to help. Now I can save this without worrying about anything. But, go. And stone is still off and about. I'm hoping to maybe get this fucking thing built. Doug's on it, maybe? Yeah? What is your bio, mate? You got construction of 6. You're not the best person for this. But at the moment, I think it mostly just needs blocks brought to it, realistically. If I can get that made, I'll get this guy, like, destroyed. And then it'll be fine. I don't think I've got anywhere for corpses to store. Ida's having a tantrum. How are we going? So we have one caravan that is currently in the process of going up top with basically a lot of blocks and some more medical beds. We have another caravan that's somewhat in here, somewhere in Salvation, that's planning to go out, that's going to take panthers and mega sloths up to Qulin. I haven't deconstructed anything here. I've just let them do like harvesting and growing and stuff like that in between all the tomfuckery up at Qulin. If they would be so kind as to slaughter a couple of animals, like butcher a couple of animals, that would be great. But I just don't know who. Like, we've got people eating stuff. How we got like moose and the 2 snakes and stuff like that here. You gotta go play horseshoes. Can I get somebody to just go butcher? I know you're gonna do cooking. What are you doing? You're cleaning dirt. Can't get you a butcher, but that's fine. If I could just get a couple of people in here just to butcher a few animals. I would like to keep adding whatever butchered meat I can see to my caravan, because I think my panthers are going to have problems where I just don't have enough meat for them. And I mostly have a lot of megasofts, which is a big fucking problem. I need to kill these motherfuckers, but there's going to be work. See, the thing is, like, as far as I can tell, the map will provide you with, like, a certain amount of, like, huntable animals. But if, like, a good sizable chunk of them are taken up by, like, a powerful animal, like a megasoft, it just makes it very hard to get food. Especially since, like, I've got, like, 3 animals that aren't a megasoft visiting. It makes it difficult. But yeah, this group should leave with a caravan maybe by the end of next week, I would imagine. And this group, I don't think I've got any caravans set up. Stone's got this weird thing going with corpses. I think that's hilarious. I don't know how long that lasts, by the way. Or if he's just, like, gonna keep, like, flicking in and out of it. Because if he's just gonna keep flicking out of it, that's gonna be hilarious. The funny thing is, he's also got, like, the the buff of like, he doesn't like that the colonists died, but he's obsessed with them, so it's weird. But yeah, I've fixed up these pillars here. Hopefully I can maybe work on getting some lights and shit, since I've got this geothermal thing working here. That one should be able to get set up soon. Hopefully if they feel like making some of these, we can get some stuff going. A lot of the problem is I need to have some animals just moving shit around for my people, so that they don't have to spend so much time wasted going in. Like, if they harvest something, an animal can come and like collect it and take it inside. Because I really want to like start making like kitchen benches. I want to start getting rid of this wall. Like, I may have to stand here and get somebody non-stop just to demolish this wall, just so that I can actually start putting kitchen stuff in, because I'm limited by the crap that my people have built but won't deconstruct. It's very frustrating. Barada's down. I need Doug to keep working. Felicia, can you come rescue? Like, Doug's going pretty hard on this. I think he's trying to finish it. It'd be great if he does, because the first thing that's going is the fucking corpse that's around. Actually, Cammy's really close. Felicia's closer. Fine. But yeah, at least even though Fernandez died, we still took on 2 new people, which is in here somewhere. I think they're probably, yeah, there. I probably haven't set you guys up to be reduced. But yeah, skunk and rabbit. I love that. I got a fucking rabbit and a skunk on that fucking trip out. So we ended up going from like 201 to 203 to 202. It's been slowly ticking up and then going backwards lately. And also, like, my hospital, half of my hospital is actual other beds right now. Like, the actual hospital beds, but my people are using them to sleep. Because I had to set that up for a prison. And if I've got to switch it over, I've got to set it back up. Alright, let's see. Is there any other meats in here that I could use? Because I think what they're doing is they're setting this up, and then they're not actually... I don't know if they're not taking it back to where it is. I know you're going to go rest, but can I just get 1 or 2 people wherever somebody's available? The Rego might be finished in a second. If I could just get somebody to haul the meat out of here. No accessible spot. Sorry, but what? Let's see. Raw food, meat. Yeah, I don't know why that was not allowed for meat, but it fucking is now. Yeah, go for it, Tackles. Fur, can you get up here too? Tadashi's doing that one. Jung's doing that one. Rego's doing that one. Grasshopper. Yeah. Alright, everybody's doing stuff. Fur, can you butcher? Because if I can say this stuff... I need this to go to... I need it to go to the caravan, but I'm not going to have enough. But yeah, I'm also going to have to set up here, now that I look at it. I'm going to have to say, since I'm bringing up some of my predatory animals, which I wasn't going to do anytime soon, but I can see the value in having them. Where is, let's see, Thrombos got moderated to 10. Females are infinite. That's fine. Let's see, where is... That's a Megasoft. 10 females are infinite. That could be a problem down the track, but I also don't know what combination I'm taking with me. Wherever panthers are. Fucking hell. Where's the panther? The cougar. Panther. There we go. 10 and infinite. That could be a really big problem, but we'll deal with that later. At least we've got it like capped at like not too many. Like, as far as like the males go and stuff, if I happen to bring up too many, it could be a problem. Oh, hello. Wait, is this... This isn't... Holy shit, my panthers are on the way. Fucking hell. Well, they got 26 days of food. I hope that pemmican's enough. I was not expecting that. That's basically the caravan is on the way. And when it arrives up here, they'll finally have some fucking help. And these 2 caravans, yeah, this one's on its way up and that one will catch up. And yeah, cool. I was not expecting that. Also, how's Bear doing? Doing alright. He's doing okay. He's doing the best he can, you know? He's having one of those one of those weeks. I do think he'll take like 2 or 3 weeks. If I could get better looking prisons, like I'm gonna make granite floors all around the place. I wasn't going to, but I think I will. And then I'll play with like colored lights and stuff like that to like really like deck out this place, hopefully. But yeah, hopefully I'll have enough silver up here soon, and I'll be able to make, I'll be able to make like some proper hospital floors and maybe deck out another hospital. Um, I don't have enough. My problem was I didn't have enough marble yet, but I do now. And with that idea, I should be able to enable all these blocks in here next week and allow them to start building the inner walls and stuff. If I have to, I'll make an additional fucking fence wall or something like that, like much further out, that's like a lot more solid or something. Um, I'm just like, I also want to do like turrets. I want to do turrets just out from these. So even though where is Mystic? Be security, sorry. So if I got a turret, right, you don't really want to, even though it's got a massive range, if you've got to have it out, at least there would be, it would still blow up the fence. One more maybe won't blow up the fence. But if I can make it about 4 out from the fence, hopefully the fence won't like explode. And I'll have like this like huge radius that I should be able to like do some serious damage. If they get in through the outer wall, it's going to have a problem. And then I'm also going to have turrets out here as well. I want a turret out here probably first to have a bit of a wider range, considering my people up here are constantly having mental issues and stuff like that. So I can only imagine it can help over time with